Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Before I get started, I want to go over my disclaimers. If you are in immediate danger, please call 911 or you can reach out to the domestic hotline at 800-799-SAFE, 800-799-7233. And for mental health resources, reach out to NAMI at 800-950-NAMI, 800-950-6264, and you can also text NAMI at 741741. With that being said, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. So today I want to talk to you about gaslighting. And I wrote down a few things that you want to be mindful of when you start a relationship, or if you're already in a relationship and you're starting to notice some things about the person that you're involved with. First of all, don't go into a relationship all bushy-eyed and, bushy-tailed and wide-eyed open, just so in love to where you miss the important keys. You want to get to know a person. Try to find out what this person is about. And a person will show themselves to you in a matter of time. You just have to see the signs and not make the mistake and say, well, you can fix this or you're going to overlook this. Because when you do things like that, that leads you into a relationship that's just going to be the worst relationship you could imagine. So try to get to know this person, discuss things that you see this person is doing. Allow this person to tell you what it is about you that may have them thinking twice or whatever the case may be. But know that you can't change anyone and no one can change you. You want to compromise so the relationship can work, but never compromise your standards to the point where you're just a shell of who you used to be, and whatever this person says, you excuse me, you're going along with it. So the first thing that I wrote is know when a person is just pulling your chain or just lying to you. For example, say that they tell you something and or say that they told you something and you know for a fact the discussion never happened. Say they told you that on Monday night they were going to watch Monday Night Football at somebody else's house, and you knew they were going to watch football, but they never said they were leaving. They just may have mentioned that Monday night, they may have mentioned on Sunday that, the football is coming on Monday and you intend to watch it, but never telling you that they were going to watch it at a bar or at somebody else's house. So when Monday night rolls around, they get up and they leave and you're expecting them to watch the game there at the house. And it's not a problem that they need to be there, but when they say, well, I told you 2 weeks ago, or I told you yesterday that this is what I was going to do, and you know for a fact that wasn't the conversation. So you let it slide this time. But that's something you want to watch, because it becomes a habit of them telling you, oh yeah, we had a discussion about this, or we talked about this. Don't you remember? And it's like they're trying to make you feel crazy. It's a psychological game that they play, and they just go on and on with it. And number two, they're good at trying to make you feel guilty. Say that you have plans to go out with somebody or a friend and they seem to be okay with it, but when you come back they give you the silent treatment and they just act like you're not there. And I'm going to give you an example of this happening to me in my last marriage. So I went out with a friend of mine. I hadn't seen her in a while. So we decided to go out, and we went to a late dinner and a late movie. And I told my significant other at the time that's what I was going to be doing, and that I should be back around 12 or 1, depending on the time the movie ended. So most likely at 1. And then so he was like, okay, we'll have a good time, be safe. And I said, okay. So I left, I came back, I got back, it was 1 o'clock. And when I got back, he was already upstairs, and he was still up watching TV. So I came in and I said hi, and then I was getting ready to tell him about the dinner and the movie. And he said, barely said hi. And then he said, I'm getting ready to go to bed. Did you want to watch TV? And I said, no. And then he turned the TV off, and I went and took a shower, came back, and he went to bed. He was asleep. And so the next morning, I woke up and I asked him, I said, are you okay? And he said, yeah, why wouldn't I be? And then I said, well, it just seems like you didn't even want to hear about what I did when I went out with my friends. And he said, well, I'm assuming you had a good time. And I said, yeah, I did. And I just thought maybe he felt left out because I didn't go with him this time. I don't know what the case. I was just trying to figure out, why would you be upset when you agreed and it was okay with me going? So, I just started, I just let it go. I didn't want to talk about it or start an argument about it. I didn't want to press him, so I let it go. But then I started noticing that when he wanted to do something or bring up what he wanted to do, he would always say, well, you don't have plans, do you? You're not going to go and leave me. And it's like you're trying to make me feel guilty for something that I did, and then I was like, no. And then, after that, I thought, okay, well, maybe since this person is married, my friend, we can do a double date, and this time he can meet her. So we did. And when we went out, I noticed that every chance he got, it was supposed to be a joke, but he was putting me down and catering to her. And I thought that was so odd because she's married. And it was so noticeable to where when we got home that day, that evening, I, mentioned to him that how disrespectful he was. And then he went on to say, I was just being nice to your friend because that's your friend and this is somebody you've known for years. And I just wanted to make her feel like she was part of the family. And I said, well, you didn't need to do certain things, right? And so he just kind of looked at me, and it went out to be a big argument. It didn't have to be as big as it was. I just felt a certain way, and I brought it to his attention. But anyway, it's the little mind games that they play, and it's the self-esteem that they try to tear you down. They try their best to make you look like you're losing your mind. And so number 3, your partner will say something and try to make you look like you're the one that's delusional. It was always a game or a joke with him, and he said, your children, they already think that you're kind of crazy, and if anything happens, they would believe me over you. And at that time, I said, what do you mean about that? And he just went on to say, I could tell them anything and they'll believe me. I said, first of all, my children are not gullible. I said, second of all, my children has always had my back. And this one, it didn't really work for him because my family, we are really close. We're tight knitted. So there's no division that's going to come from the outside to make me look a certain way. No one can come and tell me something. No one can come and tell my children something about me and then they just believe it. So he was getting real problems trying to get that to work. But that's what they do. They'll talk to friends and family and they'll just say, well, yeah, I'm kind of worried about her. She's been acting a certain way. Have you noticed? And just make you look like you're the crazy one when all along you know that you're not the crazy one. You know that you're not delusional. You know what's going on, but you just can't seem to put your finger on it because this person is so wonderful in public. This person is just the perfect gentleman. Seems like he'll do anything in the world for you, but it's all just a delusion for people around you. It's not real, and you may have a hard time trying to get other people to see it because they always see the good in him. So that's something you want to watch for. If you're in a relationship where this person is doing this and making you feel like you're losing your mind, then take a step back, evaluate what you've been through for so long, and if this is something that's a habit, go ahead and get out of this relationship. There's no sense in spending years and years with a person like this, because it's only going to get worse. You know, this can lead up to them physically abusing you. So you want to make sure that you don't be in a relationship where this person is saying something that didn't happen and trying to really manipulate your mind. So you don't want to be in a relationship like that. And you know, the last thing that I wrote, if you start to feel like you're coming unglued, and to where you are just really stressed behind the things that's going on in your life, and then this relationship is not making it any better because this person is like standing in a corner pointing fingers at you. It's almost like having a person that's in your head all the time talking down to you. It's like, it's the worst self-doubt that you can ever have. It's a person, it's like I say all the time, we already put ourselves down enough, so we don't need another person bringing us down. But this person, because you trust them and you love them, they're saying things, and it's always in the background. Well, you know, you shouldn't have done this, and I told you not to do this. And it's like your self-conscious is talking to you, but this person doesn't have your best interest. This person is not trying to guide you in the right way. They're trying to make you weak so they can take full control and manipulation of you. So if you're in a relationship like this and you think that it seems to be perfect and it's perfect to everybody on the outside, but when you get home, it's that constant nagging, that joking, or that blaming you or putting you down or making you feel like you're losing your mind. To me, that's one of the worst things that you can do to a person, is manipulate their thoughts and their mind and make them feel a certain way. If you're in a relationship like this, please try your best to get out of it. You know, and you'll know the difference from somebody just you know, joking. But you don't want somebody that's in your life to, every time you turn around, you're the butt of the joke, you know, or you feel a certain way because they're always putting you down. You don't want to be in that type of relationship. You know, my mother always said that if you have a problem with your significant other, it should never be broadcasted in front of family or friends. You should take that to your significant other and try to discuss it. Never shame them, never embarrass them in front of anyone, never put them down. But you'll notice with a person that's gaslighting you, that's all they do. They do it on a regular basis. They put you down. They make you look crazy in front of your family. They make you feel like you're just losing your mind. So you don't want to be in a relationship like this. You don't want somebody, and they'll go as far as to move things, and you knew that it was there now, and then you come back to it and it's not there. And then when you ask them if they move it, they won't even answer the question. They just ignore it. So you don't want to be in a relationship where somebody is really messing with your mind, because that's your mind is very fragile as it is. And when you got all this gunk and junk in it, you don't need that. You know, you have to protect your mental health just as you would your physical health. So if you're in a relationship like this, please get out as soon as possible. Don't spend time trying to figure out this person or trying to be what this person wants you to be, because this is all about control and manipulation. So if you know someone that's going through this, please share this video.